This is part 5 on how to use the hat template. I'm going to try and do this in one sitting because they changed the voiceover feature and I don't like it. But I'm going to add my first stitch into the stitch with the stitch marker. Then I'm going to move my stitch marker and I'll add my second stitch into that same spot. That is going to be my first increase for the round. And then I'm going to add one stitch into each of the next 3 stitches, and that'll be my repeat. So again, it's an increase, 2 into 1, and then 1 into each of the next 3 stitches. And for this hat, I'm using the extended single crochet. You do not have to use this stitch, I just thought it was pretty. And for the extended single crochet, you yarn over and pull through 1 before you finish the single crochet. Instead of yarning over and pulling through 2, you pull through 1 and then you pull through 2. So to give you a quick summary on how to work a flat circle in crochet, it starts with the number of stitches you use in round 1. So the minimum I think is 6 in my experience. For 6 stitches in round 1, you're going to create a kind of like a tip or a cone shape. So if you want to create a Santa Claus hat, that's a really good way to start. Or if you're just creating a small circle, 6 is perfectly fine. Now, once you start getting bigger, that tip is going to be more prominent and your hat is going to cave in like a cone. So if you don't like that and you want to keep it flat, increase the number of stitches that you have in round 1. You can go all the way up to 12 or 15. I usually don't go up that far unless I'm making a circular rug or blanket. For a hat, the biggest I think I've gone is 10 or 12. So just as a rule of thumb, 8 or 9 is generally my go-to for medium size hats, but that's just my experience. From there, you increase by the number of stitches you have in round 1. So if you have 6 stitches in round 1, you're going to increase by 6 stitches in round 2, 6 stitches in round 3, 6 stitches in round 4. Therefore, every single round is going to be a multiple of that number. So you can decide where you want to put those increases for best results. You want to space them out evenly, which is why in round 2, you put 2 stitches into every single stitch around. In round 3, it's 2 stitches and then 1 stitch in between. In round 4, there's 2 stitches in between. In round 5, there's 3 stitches in between. In round 6, there's going to be 4 stitches in between. And as long as you space them out evenly, your circle's going to stay flat. Now for troubleshooting tips, if it starts to wave, you have too many increases. If it starts to turn in on itself and go kind of cave in, then you don't have enough increases. That's either because you didn't have enough stitches in round 1, or you skipped an increase in your current round, or you added one too many increases. But that's it for part 5, and I'll see you in part 6. I'm going to try and get them all up today. Happy hooking!